What if I told you there is a biological superpower available to you right now, completely free, entirely natural, and scientifically proven to enhance your memory, extend your lifespan, protect you from cancer, ward off dementia, and supercharge your emotional intelligence? And what if I told you that you are deliberately destroying this superpower every single night? Not because you want to harm yourself, but because our modern world has convinced you that sacrificing it is a badge of honor. Welcome to Book Essence, where we unlock the essence of every book, so you get the wisdom without spending weeks reading. Today, we are breaking down Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker, a groundbreaking, terrifying, and ultimately life-changing exploration of the single most misunderstood and undervalued function of the human body. Let us unlock it. To understand the magnitude of Matthew Walker's message, you have to begin with a brutal, uncomfortable truth that runs through every page of this book. We are in the middle of a silent global health crisis, and almost no one is talking about it. Over the last century, human beings have done something no other species on Earth has ever attempted. We have systematically co-opted the night, shortened our sleep cycles, and treated rest as a luxury rather than a biological necessity. Walker, a leading neuroscientist and sleep expert, makes a terrifyingly clear declaration: the shorter your sleep, the shorter your life. If you are regularly sleeping less than 6 or 7 hours a night, you are actively dismantling your immune system, multiplying your risk of developing Alzheimer's disease, and fast-tracking cardiovascular failure. Walker doesn't use these warnings to scare us for the sake of drama. He uses them because the data is absolute. He reveals that there is a global experiment performed on 1.6 billion people twice a year that proves just how fragile the human body is to sleep deprivation. It is called daylight saving time. In the spring, when we lose just 1 single hour of sleep, there is a staggering 24% spike in heart attacks the very next day. In the autumn, when we gain an extra hour of sleep, heart attacks drop by 21%. Think about that. 1 hour. That is the thin, fragile line between life and death for thousands of people, and it shows just how desperately our bodies rely on the rhythm of the night. One of the most practically useful sections of Walker's book is his explanation of how sleep actually works, the internal machinery that governs our urge to rest. He explains that your body is controlled by 2 distinct, independent forces that work together to determine when you are awake and when you are ready to crash. The first is your circadian rhythm, your internal 24-hour biological clock. Located deep within your brain, this clock acts as a master conductor, releasing a hormone called melatonin to signal to your body that darkness has fallen and it is time to prepare for sleep. Melatonin doesn't generate sleep itself. Walker describes it as the starting official in a race. It lines up the runners, but it doesn't run the race. The second force is a chemical called adenosine, which creates what scientists call sleep pressure. From the moment you wake up in the morning, adenosine continuously builds up in your brain, accumulation after accumulation, hour after hour, creating a heavy, irresistible desire to sleep by the end of the day. The only way to clear this toxic chemical buildup is to get 7 to 8 hours of high-quality sleep. And this is where Walker introduces one of our favorite modern self-sabotages: caffeine. Caffeine works by entering your brain and literally blocking the receptors for adenosine. It doesn't eliminate the sleep pressure, it just hides it. It puts a blindfold on your brain so you can't feel the chemical exhaustion building up. But the moment the caffeine wears off, the blindfold is ripped away, and all that accumulated adenosine hits your brain at once. It is the classic caffeine crash, a biological debt that must be paid and can only be cleared by genuine, deep rest. The dimension of why we sleep that completely shifts how we view the night is Walker's breakdown of the structural complexity of sleep itself. Sleep is not a monolithic block of unconsciousness. It is a highly active, beautifully engineered neurological dance between two primary phases: NREM, non-rapid eye movement sleep, and REM, rapid eye movement sleep. During the first half of the night, your brain prioritizes deep NREM sleep. This is the physiological cleanup crew. Your brain waves slow down into massive synchronized pulses, clearing out toxic waste products like amyloid beta, the protein closely linked to Alzheimer's disease. NREM sleep is also the file transfer mechanism of the human mind. It takes the fragile, short-term memories you gathered during the day and moves them into the secure, long-term hard drive of the cortex. During the second half of the night, the balance shifts dramatically towards REM sleep, the phase where we dream. If NREM is the storage manager, REM is the master artist and therapist. During REM sleep, your brain is actually more active than when you are awake, connecting completely unrelated ideas, fueling creativity, and solving complex emotional puzzles. Walker notes that REM sleep is the only time your brain is completely free of the stress molecule noradrenaline. It allows you to replay difficult, traumatic, or stressful emotional memories in a safe, neurochemically calm environment, essentially acting as overnight therapy. When you cut your sleep short, say by waking up after 5 hours instead of 8, you're not just losing 30% of your total sleep time. Because of how the brain structures the night, you are actually losing up to 60 or 70% of your entire REM sleep quota. You are literally robbing yourself of your creativity and your emotional stability. The chapter that should be mandatory reading for every student, parent, and corporate leader is Walker's investigation into the direct relationship between sleep and learning. Walker conducted a famous experiment in his lab. He took 2 groups of healthy young adults, allowing one group to sleep normally while forcing the other group to stay up all night. The next day, he put them through a rigorous learning test. The results were shocking. The sleep-deprived group suffered a 40% deficit in their ability to absorb new information compared to the group that slept. Walker explains that trying to learn without sleep is like trying to write a text document into a computer whose memory card is completely full. The incoming information is simply bounced away, unable to stick. But the magic doesn't just happen before learning, it happens after. Sleep is the cement that glues new memories into place. This reality exposes the absolute futility of the classic college all-nighter. When a student stays up all night to cram for an exam, they are employing the worst possible strategy for their brain. Not only are they failing to store the new information effectively, but by depriving themselves of sleep after the study session, they prevent the brain from consolidating what little they did manage to absorb. Walker argues passionately that our current educational systems, which force teenagers to show up to school at 7:30 or 8 a.m., right when their adolescent biological clocks are hardwired to be asleep, is a form of institutionalized sleep deprivation that actively damages the minds of the next generation. The dark side, society's war on sleep, is one of the qualities that makes why we sleep so profoundly impactful, is its willingness to confront the systemic, cultural systems that actively punish us for sleeping. Walker is unsparing in his critique of modern corporate culture, which views sleeplessness as a sign of dedication, strength, and work ethic. We praise the executive who boasts about sleeping 4 hours a night. We glamorize the hustle. But Walker counters this toxic narrative with hard industrial facts. A sleep-deprived employee is not a dedicated employee. They are an unproductive, uncreative, and highly volatile liability. Walker's research shows that sleep-deprived individuals consistently choose less challenging tasks, take longer to complete basic assignments, and are significantly more prone to making unethical decisions. Even worse is the impact on public safety. Drowsy driving, Walker reveals, kills more people on our roads than alcohol and drugs combined. When you are severely sleep-deprived, your brain suffers from what are called microsleeps, brief 2 to 3 second moments where your eyelids stay open, but your brain completely disconnects from reality. If you are driving a 2-ton vehicle at 60 miles per hour during a microsleep, you are not just a danger to yourself, you are an unguided missile. Yet, society treats drunk driving with severe legal penalties, while treating drowsy driving with a shrug of acceptance. It's a cultural blindness that Walker argues must change if we want to build a safe, functioning society. Matthew Walker doesn't leave his readers stranded in fear. After detailing the catastrophic damage of our sleep-deprived world, he pivots towards a practical, actionable blueprint to help us
reclaim our biological birthright. He acknowledges that modern life makes sleeping difficult. Our houses are flooded with artificial LED blue light, our temperatures are kept artificially high, and our anxiety levels are pushed to the limit. But the path back to health is grounded in specific, manageable habits. Walker introduces the concept of sleep hygiene, a deliberate design of our environment and behaviors to maximize both the quantity and quality of our rest. The single most important rule Walker provides, above all others, is regularity. You must go to bed at the exact same time and wake up at the exact same time every single day, regardless of whether it is a weekday or the weekend. The human brain thrives on routine, and anchoring your schedule allows your circadian rhythm to stabilize. Along with regularity, Walker emphasizes 2 critical shifts: darkness and temperature. In the hour before bed, we must disconnect from the digital universe, dimming the lights in our homes to signal to our brains that melatonin needs to flow. And we must cool down our environments. To initiate sleep, your core body temperature needs to drop by about 2 to 3 degrees Fahrenheit. A room that is too warm is a biological barrier to rest. By treating sleep not as an optional luxury, but as a non-negotiable medical requirement, we can begin to undo the decades of damage we have inflicted on our minds and bodies. Let us bring together the greatest lessons from Why We Sleep by Dr. Matthew Walker. 1. Sleep is your biological foundation. It is not the third pillar of health alongside diet and exercise. It is the absolute foundation upon which diet and exercise sit. Without it, everything else crumbles. 2. Sleep deprivation is a compounding debt. Sleeping less than 6 hours a night systematically damages your immune system, memory retention, and physical longevity. You cannot cheat the system without paying the ultimate price. 3. NREM and REM sleep are equally non-negotiable. The first half of the night cleanses and stores information. The second half creates, synthesizes, and heals emotion. Cutting your sleep short slashes your emotional intelligence and creativity. 4. Caffeine is a mask, not a cure. It blocks the signal of exhaustion without removing the exhaustion itself, leading to a biological crash that demands payment. 5. Regularity is the king of sleep hygiene. Going to bed and waking up at the same time every day is the single most powerful action you can take to restore your neurological health. Dr. Matthew Walker closes this extraordinary book with a thought that challenges the very core of our modern lifestyle. Sleep is not waste. It is not laziness. It is the most sophisticated, ancient, and essential form of self-preservation we possess. To sleep is to choose life, clarity, health, and humanity. That is the essence of Why We Sleep, and that is what we do here at Book Essence. We take the world's most powerful books and unlock their wisdom, so you can build something real, starting from exactly where you are. If this video brought you value, please like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs to stop sacrificing their nights for their days. Every week on Book Essence, a new book, a new lesson, a new chance to grow. Until next time, keep reading, keep growing, and keep unlocking your essence. See you in the next one.